Hi everybody, welcome to Facebook Live. It's Friday at 4 p.m. Central. Welcome. Let me start out by introducing myself if you are a regular or you're a first-time visitor. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. I go live Fridays at 4 p.m. Central here on the Stampin' Ann Facebook page. And if you miss the live, I will also post this video over on YouTube for a replay. That'll post tomorrow. So today is Friday, August 18th, and I will have this up on YouTube. The replay will post on Saturday, the 19th. And I come to you live every Friday with a little bit of crafty inspiration. So we're going to make a card today, and I have some fun stuff to tell you. I've got some prizes to give away. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So whether you're watching on Facebook or whether you're watching on YouTube, all of my links will be in the description of the video. So you can find me at stampinan.com. All the links are housed over there as well, so it's easy to get to where you need to go. But if you do need links to shop in my online store, if you need to pick up any Stampin' Up! Goodies, I would love to help you out with that. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, all the social places. I would love to have you follow me so I can share some creative inspiration with you. Hi, Katie. Hi, Peggy. It's nice to see you guys here today. So here's a host code. So if you do shop with my host code in the month of August, I do send some extra goodies. There's some information about that in the description of the video as well. And yeah, so if you have any questions, you can always send me a message here, or you can email me at annemarieheil@gmail.com. It's just my name at gmail.com, and I'm happy to help you out. All right, so let's move this out of the way. You can probably see what we're creating with today. Darling Details. This is one of my favorite bundles in the annual catalog. And so we're going to make a really pretty card with this today. And I'm going to show you an alternative to the exact same card with something brand new. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. All right. Let's do some prizes and get started. So if you... Hi, Susan from Alberta. Nice to see you. Edmonton, Alberta. Hi, Anita. Oh, and Anita brings up a really good point. She just toggled my memory with her comment. If you'd like to share the video, I would love for you to share so we can get some more of our crafty friends watching today. I do offer prizes for sharing, so the card that we make on the video, I will give away to one person who shares the video. So whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just let me know you shared in the comments. Like I said, the goal is to get more of our crafty friends watching today. I'd love to connect. And yeah, so I do a random drawing for someone who shares to win the card that I make. And then I do a second drawing every week for everyone who leaves a comment. So whether you're watching live, watching the replay, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, interact on the video. I love reading your comments, and it's nice when you're standing here talking to yourself to have someone to interact with. So I always love when you guys comment on the video. It kind of makes me feel like you're all in the room with me and I'm stamping with friends. So I would love to have you do that as well. So on that note, last week on Facebook Live, hi Jan, we made this little card with Hey Chuck, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Hey Chuck in a minute. So we made this cute card with Hey Chuck, and I shared some tips on how you can customize your designer series paper to suit your needs. So we customized our designer series paper here with some Stampin' Blends, and it was a really fun video. So if you watched, or if you missed last week's card, catch the replay over on YouTube or here on Facebook. This one's really kind of fun, and it really opens up the possibilities for you with your designer series paper. So this was the card we made on the video, and for everyone who shared, I put your name into a drawing. The winner for sharing is Patricia Coates. Congratulations, Patricia. I think Patricia's a fellow Texan. But Patricia, I don't have your address. So in order to send this little rooster card to you, I want to call him a chicken all the time, but I guess he's a rooster, right? But in order to send this little rooster to you, I need your mailing address. So if you could pop me your address at my email, or you can message me here on the Stampin' Ann page as well, and I can just pop this little guy in the mail to you. You can have a little rooster to brighten your day. So congratulations, Patricia. And then for everybody who shared, I just went into my stash and I just pulled out a card that kind of inspired me. I picked this one. I figured everybody always needs birthday cards. So I went ahead and I pulled this is just really fun. It's got some shimmer paper, little flowers. It says, for a special person on a special day, wishes for a beautiful birthday. And you guys can hear growling in the back. Sorry. Hey, Stormy. Stormy's tormenting Gidget Louise. That's what the growling is. Sorry. It'll end in a minute. Don't worry. She sounds like a little demon, doesn't she? Oh, hey, Gidget. No. Sorry, guys. Always something. So this cute little birthday card, like I said, I know everybody can always use a birthday card, right? So I just pulled this one from my stash and I was like, you know what? For everybody who commented, I figured this would be a cute little card to send out. So Amy Way, you are our winner for commenting last week. Congratulations, Amy. I don't have your address either, Amy. So Patricia and Amy, if you could drop me an email with your mailing address, I'll pop these guys in the mail to you, and you can have some fun happy mail to either keep or send to a friend or do whatever you will with. So congratulations, you two. I'm going to set these off to the side so I don't lose them. And all right. I also mentioned that we made this card on last week's Facebook Live. Oh, let me turn this light on. I always forget to turn it on. And if you want a project sheet for this card, I do send those out to everybody who is on my email list. So that is a little thank you that I do to my email subscribers. So if you're on my email list, every week I mail out my newsletter, which tells you what's going on, what I have going on for classes and events and things like that, any Stampin' Up! Promotions. And you'll also get creative inspiration in there too. So I'll send you a project sheet, which will include measurements and a supply list for the card we made on that Facebook Live, and then also you'll get the previous week too. So if you're not on my email list, as long as you're subscribed by Saturday the 19th, usually it's mid-afternoon, I send my emails out, you'll get the project sheet for today's card, and last week's card will be on there as well. So if you missed that, I encourage you to join my email list. And I normally... Here it is. Okay. I thought I deleted. I have a little cut and paste notepad that I just kind of pop up on my desktop so that I can have these links, and I thought I deleted it. I didn't. So I found it. Yay. Because I usually post the link to my email in the Facebook Live comments. Or my email list rather. Okay, so I just popped it in the Facebook Live comments. So if you're not signed up on my email list, I would welcome you to do that. It is completely free, and I'm not a spammy email, you guys, an emailer. I just like to share creative inspiration with you. And also it's a great way to connect with you and tell you about upcoming things I have going on. So on that note, I want to talk to you. Today's the 18th. There are 2 more days to register for my monthly club. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that today. Just so you know, so my monthly club is called Cultivated Creativity. It is a monthly card club where if you're somebody who maybe struggles to design, you just want something that's already designed, prepped, and ready to go for you, Cultivated Creativity is for you. This is a monthly subscription club. You can stay for as long or as little as you'd like. You manage your own subscription, so you can, if a kit doesn't suit your fancy that month, you can cancel. You can come back anytime, or it can just be a reoccurring subscription, so you get some happy mail on your doorstep every month. But what Cultivated Creativity is you are actually going to get 5 projects every month cut and prepped for you, and all you need to create those projects is a featured bundle for that month. So this month, where's my stamp set? I moved it. Have mercy. Where is it? Okay, here it is. You guys, I am telling you what. I've got stuff everywhere up here. So this month for Cultivated Creativity, we're using Hey Chuck. So if you love those sassy little roosters, you guys, this is a really fun club this month. So here's what you need. So I get this kit ready for you. It's got everything you need to make the 5 projects. You're going to need a couple things on your own though. What the kit does not include is the bundle that we're using. So you will need Hey Chuck. for the stamps and dies. Anything that uses those dies or that stamp set, you're going to have to do on your own. I can't send pre-stamped images. That's a Stampin' Up! Policy. And then you'll need the dies because I won't do any of that die cutting for you. But if I use any other dies in the projects, those will be cut for you. So you won't need anything additional but these two, the bundle that we're using. You'll also need ink. This month, the only ink we're using is the Tuxedo Black Memento. And this month, since we're only using one ink pad, all of our coloring is going to be done with Stampin' Blends on this. So you'll need 6 colors of Stampin' Blend markers. So it's, I'm going to try and do this from memory. Real Red, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Misty Moonlight, Pebbled Path, and Pecan or Pecan Pie, depending on how you say it. So you'll need those 6 colors of blends and your Memento ink, and then you'll need your assorted adhesives. Everything else will be there for you. Now, if you don't have Hey Chuck or you don't have those colors, you can substitute with maybe another Critter stamp set and use your creativity. You'll still get everything in the kit sent to you. So let me show you an example of those projects so that you can see what you'll be making in club this month. So we always have four cards and 1 non-card project. So we are one of our cards this month. I'm going to do a little flyby. This is one of our cards. Now this card is super, super fun. It actually has, it's a fun fold and it's really cool inside. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise because I see we have some club members that are watching. So this is our first card. I have the second project uses this cute little rooster couple. This one's so fun to put together. And we share some fun tips with coloring too. So our next card is also a fun fold with a sassy little rooster. I love him. And here's our 4th card with the chubby chicken. He's one of my favorites. and then we have 4 cards. I just showed you those. 2 of them are fun folds this month, so that's cool. And then our non-card this month is this adorable gift box. This is so much fun. There's something really fun inside. And I send you the treat that's inside too. So you can put together this cute gift box that will hold what's inside and plenty of other things. So that's what you will get with Cultivated Creativity this month. You will have everything you need to create those projects. Also in your club, you're going to get a 6th bonus tutorial, and that will be for a 6 card project, and I make that card for you. So you're also going to get a completed card in your kit. Our bonus project this month will be one of these 2 cards. So you'll get one of these created for you, and you'll also have the instructions, and we have variations this month too, so you can see some variety. And you'll also get an extra little treat from me with a tag. And the tag, a lot of people like to take the tag off the treat and then turn it into a card. I've been hearing that. So you'll always get another goodie in there. You just never know. There's always something fun in Cultivated Creativity. Also, if you stay subscribed for 6 months total, or every 6 months consecutively, let me rephrase that. So if you stay for 6 months consecutively, you will get a gift from me that will be valued at $25 in Stampin' Up! Product, and it's always useful, and that is for every 6 consecutive months you stay. So if you stay for 6, you get a gift. When you hit 12, you'll get another gift. So, and it's just a way for me to reward you. And the longer you stay, I don't know, the more you might get in your gift. I don't know what to say. You know, we like to reward our subscribers. So anyway, Cynthia says, I just ordered this stamp set. So cute. You're going to have so much fun putting these together, Cynthia. Katie says, do you know what you're using for your next kit? I do, Katie. We are in the process of designing the next kit right now. That will be announced on the 21st. So I am just going to go ahead and, like I said, we're in the final design process of that. And until it is completely finalized, I don't want to announce it in case there's any last minute changes made. It will be announced on the 21st. You can check my blog on the 21st. It will be posted over on the 21st. It is a fall theme. I will tell you that for right now. And it's really fun. You're going to love it. I will tell you that. But as I said, we're in the final design process. That's what I'm wrapping up this weekend. So I don't want to talk too much about that right now because we're still working through it. So stay tuned. It's fall. I'll tell you that. I did have somebody message me and ask if we're planning to do Halloween for Cultivated Creativity. And I will tell you this, we're not. I did get a little feedback that fall was preferable over Halloween, so we have opted not to do a Halloween Cultivated Creativity Club. It doesn't mean I won't do a Halloween class, so stay tuned for that. And we are going to be using something, I will tell you next month, from the new Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. So, but before we move on to next month, don't miss out on Hey Chuck, you guys. This is a super, super fun class kit. You guys are going to love putting these cards together. You'll love the little surprises inside. And this is it's just really fun. I think you're really going to love it. And I would love to prepare one of these kits for you. So how it works is it closes on the 20th. Registration will close on the 20th. So you have until the 20th to register and get Hey Chuck. After that, you'll get next month's kit. Once you're subscribed, you're all set to go. It will bill for you every month until you cancel. So keep that in mind. And like I said, there's no commitment, so you can cancel. You just manage your own subscription. So, and reach out to me anytime if you have any questions about that. I'm always happy to help. But I will tell you, guys, there's going to be some cool things coming up in the next couple months. I am super excited. I am so passionate about this club, and I know how much you guys love it, and I want to thank you guys for your support. I love putting these together for you every month, and I hope they really inspire your creativity and that you have fun with them. So I'd love to have you join. 2 days left. Don't miss out. The registration link is in the description of the video. I'm also going to pop it here in the comments because I just want to make it easier for you to find, because I know sometimes it's hard to find the description of the video. So, but if you're watching on YouTube, it's not going to be in the comments because this isn't live. So just kind of keep that in mind. What is this month? August? Yeah. So that's 8. I have to change the date. Oh, here, register for the August. Let's change that. My cut and paste was from last month. Cultivated Creativity by 8/20. And I'm just popping the link in the comments so you can check it out. And I see Cynthia says, I love your kits. Darlene can't wait. Katie is a subscriber too. I'm so excited. So thank you so much, you guys. I think you're really going to have fun with this one. And on that note, as I mentioned, I just kind of want to show you just a quick example. Here's last month's kit, you guys. So they'll come packaged to you, all wrapped up real pretty. And then inside, everything is, you'll get a little letter from me that'll tell you what's in your club kit for the month. And then also everything will be sorted and packed beautifully for you so you're ready to create. And then you're also going to get, I forgot to mention, $20 worth of, up to $20 worth of product in your kit. So you can see last month there was a roll of ribbon. We have some sequins in there. We got some paper in there. I think there's masking paper in there, all of your projects, and then little snacky with a little tag on the front. So this was last month's Darling Details kit. So we're going to play with Darling Details today. And if you like Darling Details and you have that bundle or you want to get that bundle, I still have a couple of the Darling Details kits left. If you're interested in those, please feel free to email me. Because I do have a couple that are ready to ship out. So if you want a little more inspiration, and that's the free card, that's the free card, the bonus card that I make for you. It's another gift right there. But you can kind of see, and you can see how everything is kind of pre-cut for you and every kit component's in there. But this is how they come packaged. They're take a lot of pride in making sure they're packaged really nicely for you guys so you don't get any bent corners, and everything's ready to go. So if you do want one of those, shoot me an email. They're $39. That includes priority shipping. So that includes the shipping price. That's the price all in. And like I said, all you'll need is the Darling Details bundle. So if you're interested in an extra kit, let me know. If you want to subscribe for Hey Chuck, make sure you do that before the 20th, and we're ready to create. So here we go. All right, today's card, let's find it. So today's card, we're going to make A beautiful little card with darling details. I love this set. Not only did I use it for Cultivated Creativity, but I have used this so much in my craft room, you guys. I just can't, I can't even tell you. This is probably one of my go-to sets. So this is the cute card we're going to make today. So I'm going to show you just a couple fun ways to use this. And then I'm going to show you an alternative with this layout with something new at the end. So let's get to stamping. And as I mentioned, if you want the project sheet for today's card that will have measurements and a full supply list, just make sure you're signed up for my email list. Okay? All right, let's get started here. So we're going to use the color palette we're going to use for this. I actually did this for a challenge this week, and I had a lot of people who said they really loved this card. So I thought it'd be fun to do for Facebook Friday, just to show you how it comes together. So the color palette that I selected for this particular challenge was, oh, I cut the wrong color card base. I'm gonna have to fix that. It was Sweet Sorbet, Calypso Coral, Blackberry Bliss, and Daffodil Delight. And it's kind of an unexpected color combo, but I really like how the Blackberry Bliss just kind of adds some depth to those otherwise brighter colors. And I just think it's just a really fun color palette. So that's what we're going to play with today. Let me get a piece of Sweet Sorbet. Hold on. I cut a Calypso Coral card base, which would have been fine too, I guess. But I just think it looks a little prettier with our big bold flowers. So, hi Shirley. Says to everyone out there, the club is amazing. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. And as I mentioned, lots of fun things coming. So, I don't know about you guys. I just like having everything ready to put together and designed and everything in one place, and it's all cut and scored and all that good stuff. So you can get to the fun part, which is creating, right? Okay, let's move this Calypso Coral out of the way. I don't know. I guess that card could look pretty on Calypso Coral too. I just like it a little better on the brighter Sweet Sorbet. So that's what we're going to use. All right, so we've got our card base. Oh, Anita says she's been working on a club this week. Yay. Which one have you been working on? I'm glad you've been having fun with it. All right, so we've got Sweet Sorbet, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Got some Blackberry Bliss here, which in the pictures looks a little darker than it is, but it's Blackberry Bliss. It's really pretty nice, like purpley, I don't know. It's like a brownish purple. I don't know what the hue is. But this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I texturize this with my favorite, the Basics 3D embossing folder. These are an online exclusive. It's a set of 3 embossing folders. If you don't have them, I use them pretty much every day. So they are my most used embossing folders. You get a polka dot, you get this cross hatch, and then you get a beautiful floral pattern. So they're really versatile, and I love them. The paper that I'm using for this is the Lace, I always say it wrong, Lace Shops Designer Series paper. So this coordinates with a fun set in the annual catalog. It's got all the little storefronts and whatnot. But the B sides of the paper, like one side has all the cute little shops, and the B sides of the paper are really, really fun for other projects. So I love this Daffodil Delight pattern. And on the back are some like little books and paints and stuff. But who would have known? It works so perfectly with this. So we're going to go ahead, and this is 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. And again, if you want measurements, you can go back and listen to the replay, or if you're subscribed to my email list, it'll go out to you tomorrow. Hold on, my glue might be clogged. Hold on. I left it open last night. Let me grab another bottle. Let's try this bottle and see if it's open. Yeah, there we go. This one works better. I'll fuss with that other one later. How's everyone doing today? How is your week? How did your week go? I can't believe it's Friday already. If you guys are regular watchers, we had some big news this week. For those of you who follow me regularly, you know we foster puppies. I am just going to assemble all these layers. So I'm going to tell you a little story time while I'm assembling these, because you can see I'm gluing the paper together. I don't need to tell you that. Hi, Ann Margrethe. She's happy it's Friday. Um, so we foster dogs for a local rescue organization, and our foster puppy went home this week, you guys. She had a meet and greet yesterday with her new family. They loved her. And she went home yesterday. So I came home. I ran some errands after I dropped her off, and I came home and the house was so quiet. I hated it. And my dogs are missing her so badly. Especially my poor little Stormy. Stormy was best friends with the puppy, Peggy the puppy, for those of you keeping track of my foster dogs. But she was a little white schnauzer, and she was about 4 months old, and Stormy misses her terribly. But my Dakota, Dakota's my big girl. She's, I guess she's like a cattle dog, maybe. I don't know what her breed is, but she's got little low rider legs. But she's my big girl. She's about 50 pounds, and she's my sensitive Sally. And she wasn't a big fan of the puppy. She tolerated the puppy, but I could tell she was getting tired of her. But yesterday, Dakota was very grabby, and today she's been glued to my side. So I kind of think that Dakota needed a break. So I think she was ready for the puppy to go. But Peggy went to a new home. I'll tell you a little about her home. She has 2 little kiddos that they are 3 and 4, almost 5, a little boy and a little girl, and they love her already. She also has a teenager, I think a 17-year-old brother too. Her new mom and dad love her, and she also has a 120-pound lab who is her best friend. He is a gentle giant, and he is so good with her already, and they are already best friends. So she's doing really, really, really well. So, and Margaret says, yay for Peggy. Hi, Andy. Nice to see you. So that's what's shaking with the foster dog. So we got all these layers put together, and I did manage to get glue on the front because that's how we do things here. We're going to do a little stamping. Oh, that's what that cardstock went to. Here it is. I had an extra sheet of white cardstock laying on top of this, and I'm like, what is this? And I just threw it to the side. I know what it's for now. It was for stamping. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'll show you. This is a really fun set if you don't already have it. Amanda says foster success. I don't know if I'd call it success because I miss her, but we can't keep all of them. We just love her so much. And the good news is she lives really close to us, and her foster mom and I were like, after we met in person, we felt like we were old friends. So we're actually hoping to get Peggy and Stormy together for a play date. So it might be kind of cool. You might be able to keep track of Peggy growing up. So we're going to use 4 inks here: Sweet Sorbet, Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, and Daffodil Delight, which these don't even look like the colors anymore. So we're going to stamp some flowers. Now this set is really kind of cool because what I love about this is you have filler images for your flowers. So you can stamp the outline, and then you can immediately stamp the filler. So you don't even have to worry about coloring, which I'm a huge fan of. So we're going to stamp 2 flowers, 2 of the big flowers. We're going to stamp the outline, and then we're going to stamp the filler. I need my scrap paper. Oh, wait, there's stuff in the scrap paper. Hold on. I folded it inside the scrap paper so I wouldn't lose it. Okay, so now we're going to stamp down, and we're going to stamp off once, and then we're going to go ahead and stamp right over the flowers. And because these are photopolymer, you can see where you're stamping. I was just a little outside the lines, but that's all right. Maybe we'll get the second one a little bit better. My phone is in the way. Success. Okay, I got that one better. I just had to position my head over it. So really nice. It stamps just 1 layer lighter, just adds a lot of depth and dimension. That's why I love this stamp set so much. Because it's super easy to use. Okay, and now we're going to do our outline in Calypso Coral. 1, 2. Oh, I need that. I need that ink block. I have ink all over my hands today too. Oh, excuse me. I got something in my throat. Let me take a drink. Okay. Sorry, something just went down the wrong side of my throat. Here we go. Stamp off. And just that one little lighter color adds so much depth, which I love. Now we're going to do our little flower in Daffodil Delight. 1, 2, 3 of those. And then we need some leaves in Blackberry Bliss. So we're going to do our outline first. 1, 2. I have to wash my stamp blocks, you guys. My stamp blocks are all pink. I don't know what's going on. They've seen a lot of things this week. They've seen a lot of ink. So I have got to clean them really good this week. I like to do them once a week. And there we go. Isn't that, it's just such a fun stamp set, isn't it? It's just like, it's so easy to use. Cliffy's here. It's blistering in Oregon. It's usually raining. Guys, this heat, I can't even tell you. It was 107 yesterday. That was just like the ambient temperature, not what it felt like. It was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't even go outside. I'm at the point now where I just don't even want to go outside anymore. I've given up. We've given up in Texas. So I feel for you guys, especially those of you guys who aren't used to it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is cut these out with their coordinating dies. And guess what, guys? You are not going to have to watch me do that. I did it all already. So there we go. So we went ahead, cut out all the stamped images. Now there are some freestanding dies in this set too, which I love, this little trio of leaves. And I already cut these out. And these they're just 3 in Blackberry Bliss, and I just cut them and I put them on some glue dots. So the next little, and I'm going to save these because I'm going to make an extra card to give away. This card that I'm making right now goes to our sharer, and I'm going to make an extra one to go to our commenter. I'll fix that flower. I know you were thinking it. I'll say it. So we need one more. We're going to stamp our sentiment. Oh, there's my glue bottle that's acting up. Let's deal with that in a minute. We're going to heat emboss this on Blackberry Bliss. There's something about a heat emboss sentiment on a darker cardstock. I think it's so dramatic, and I love the way it looks. Oh my gosh, 104 there. When you're not used to it, that is, yeah, I can imagine. You must be staying inside too, because. So the good news is, the rumor is that we might get rain on Tuesday. I don't even know the last time we've had rain. We might get rain on Tuesday, and it's only supposed to be 93. Only. But for anybody who lives in Texas, you might know that we don't trust the forecast. It is Friday. A lot can happen between Friday and Tuesday, and it means nothing. So I'm not expecting rain, nor am I expecting it to be 93. But it was nice to see in the forecast. So there you go. All right. Let me go in. I just have a little paintbrush here to pick up some of my excess. And we've got our little happy birthday. We got our little hands. 93 is a cold front. I know. That's so funny. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she said it was 75, and she went for a nice walk, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's sweater weather. And she's like, what do you mean sweater weather? That's hot. I'm like, no, that's like, if it was 75 here, you wouldn't be able to find me. I would be outside enjoying every second of it. And if it's in the 60s, even better, because you can wear something with like long sleeves, and I don't know. I know for some people, for those of you up north who get freezing temperatures, 60 degrees is shorts weather, right? It's so funny how where you live dictates like what's hot and what's cold, right? All right. So pretty. I love the font in this set so much. Cynthia's still trying to do the heat embossing. Are you playing with heat embossing to learn how to do it? Oh, I don't know how long to heat it. Oh, that's a great tip. So a couple of tips with heat embossing. You heard I had the heat embossing machine on, and I just kind of hold it off to the side. So I turn it on and just let it warm up kind of off to the side. So it gets, it's kind of like your air fryer. If you have one of those, you want to warm it up before you put your food inside. So just give it a chance to warm up a little bit. And then when you move it over and start heat embossing, as soon as you see it turn from a powder to a solid, just start moving it over your image and you'll see it turn from powder to this nice solid image like we have right here. And then once it's turned, once you can't see any more powder anymore, you're good to go. And then what I like to do is just kind of move it off to the side and let it cool for a second. It doesn't take very long, but depending if you have a bigger image when you're heat embossing, sometimes if you don't give it a second to cool off and you touch it or you smoosh down putting your dimensionals on, you might actually smoosh it because it is raised a little bit too. So those are just a couple little tips with heat embossing. Oh my gosh. Cliffy says she's not visiting her son. You cannot go to Louisiana in July and August. Don't do it. Don't do it because that's a humidity that, yeah, I could not live in Louisiana at that time of the year. The humidity is just, it's insanity. I mean, we sometimes get humidity here, but nothing like that. And oh my gosh, hot and like you can wring yourself out in Louisiana in July and August. No. Oh, 53 degrees. Stop it, Sharon. Stop teasing us. And you wore shorts. I love it. All right, let's put this guy together. So I'm going to do a little trimming on. You're welcome, Cynthia says. Thank you for the tips on heat embossing. I hope that helped a little bit. It's a lot of fun. I think heat embossing is just one of those magical things that adds so much to a project. And once you get the hang of it, it's fun and then you'll use it all the time. All right, so I'm just kind of cutting my little leaves. I want some different shaped leaves, so I'm just kind of cutting this little trio apart. There's other leaves in the set you could use too. I just like these leaves for this particular project. And then I have some left over here. I don't really need them. They might end up in another project. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to start putting these behind our little flowers. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna use this little chunkier leaf for this flower. Hi, Donna. Donna, I just saw that I have a message from you and I just saw it today. I'm not ignoring you, Donna. I'm just horrible with Facebook Messenger. So I'll answer you after this video or just pop in and say hi. I just saw you today. I'm so sorry. Oh, Cliffy says she's been stamping since 1988 and she makes a mess with heat embossing. Yeah, don't have your ceiling fan on in full blast. That's always a good tip with heat embossing. So I'm just going to tuck these little leaves behind my flower here and just kind of fan them out a little bit. So I put a Stampin' Dimensional to hold them, but I'm also just going to pop a little bit of glue back here to just kind of keep them where I want them. So there's one, and then, thank you, Donna. Thanks for giving me some grace. Sorry. So this is what happens to me on Facebook Messenger, you guys. I see it, and in my heart, I've typed a reply. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, and I answer it, like sometimes out loud, but I don't answer it. and then I forget to go back. So that's my problem, especially if I'm on my phone. If I'm somewhere and I see it on my phone, I'm just like, oh yeah, okay. And I'll literally think because I've answered it in my head that I've replied to someone, and I have not. So anybody else do that? I'm the worst with Messenger when it comes to that. But that's usually what happens. All right, so we have our little flowers, and now we're just going to assemble this cute little layout. And as I mentioned, I'm going to show you the same layout with some new product at the end. All right, so we're just going to pop our little flowers in. I love making flower clusters. I was trying to think of like what's the word for this, and I think it's like flower clusters. And it's my favorite, where they frame a sentiment and just kind of, it's one of my favorite things to do, and this is a great set for that. So we're just going to pop those in. These already have dimensionals on their back already. I'll pop our little Calypso coral flowers in. And then we'll pop our little Daffodil Delight flowers in. Just kind of strategically place them in spots where they fit. That one's a little too close to the bottom. No, actually, it'll work right there. And then this one will pop up here. So we just have our little bouquet. Oh, gosh, Mary Alice, that's right. The hurricane. The hurricane is coming. Gosh, well, stay out of the path of the hurricane. Maybe it just means your cruise will extend longer, huh? I hope you're having fun and on your cruise. Mary Alice is on a cruise to Hawaii, or was in Hawaii. I'm very jealous. Just a little bit, Mary Alice. Just a little bit. And I hope you're having fun, but please stay safe, and I hope you don't get stuck in that hurricane. Okay, so these have glue dots on the back of them, and I'm just kind of popping them together. And see how, one thing I love about this stamp set is it just like comes to life. You just add the little foliage pieces, and it's like, poof, look at it. It's so pretty, right? What do you think of this color combo? And be honest, if it's not your jam, that's fine too. I just really kind of like, you've got those three brights with the sorbet, the Calypso coral, and the daffodil. And then you pop in that little bit of blackberry bliss just to kind of richen it a little bit, I think. On my original card, I used rhinestones. And on this one, I pulled iridescent rhinestones. I pulled iridescent pearls too, but I thought these might be kind of fun. So we're going to try this one with iridescent rhinestones, just for a little variety. And I'll put both pictures on the project sheet too, so you can see one with rhinestones and one with iridescent rhinestones. I just think, let's just not limit ourselves to one embellishment. Let's use something else and see. I kind of like it with the iridescent rhinestones, to be honest. I think it picks up on, I just like how these look like they have different colors in them. So they're really kind of pretty. It's not so in your face as the rhinestones, but I think both work. So here's the original with the rhinestones, and here's the one with the iridescent rhinestones. And I did not use ribbon on this card. You know why? Because I don't think it needs it. And now, because we can't have a naked inside, we have to, okay, I'm going to put these in the bag later. It's taking forever. So we can't have a naked inside to our card. So I'm going to show you too how fun this stamp set is to just kind of layer and make the most beautiful insides to your cards. If you're not making insides to your cards, what are you waiting for? It's a beautiful way to dress them up and just add that little bit extra. So we're going to use the same elements that we used on the front of the card. And we're just going to make a beautiful stamped inside. Now, some people might say, well, that just takes forever. But you know what? I'll tell you, your recipient will love it. So they will think you spent extra time on them, and they will love it. So we're doing the same thing. Stamp off. We're just going to kind of build a little scene with the same flowers. Sorry, I guess I could have done this when I had all the ink pads open, but where would the fun be in that? We just get to stamp some more. This has arguably become one of my favorite sets to use for decorating envelopes and insides. Like I said, I use this stamp set like crazy. So if you love this stamp set but want like a little practice, like, you know, using it, like I said, the Extra Cultivated Creativity Kit is a really nice way to play around with it. Oh, we're going to need another stamp that I did not take out of the box for the inside. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm literally looking right at it and I'm trying to find it. Do you guys do that? So I have to share a funny. Amanda's watching, so she'll relate to this because we had this conversation yesterday. So tell me if you guys do this. What did I drop? Okay, I dropped something on the floor. Let me get it. So yesterday I was getting some stuff together for her to pick up, and you guys, I had one more thing to grab to put in this bag. Oh, we need Daffodil Delight. And I said to her, I have to write myself a Post-it note because if I'm downstairs and I go upstairs to my craft room, I always forget by the time I get upstairs what it is that I came up here for. And we joked about it and talked about it. And she was like, you know, we just laughed and was like, you know, getting older. Well, it was all fun and games until it literally took me 4 trips up here to my craft room. And it was on the 4th trip that I remembered to grab the die set. Does anybody else do that? Share. You're in, like, we're all in a safe space here. If you do that, I would love to hear it. But it took me 4 tries. And on the 4th try, I was like, oh, that's right. I have to get something. What was that? And I was like, oh, yeah, those dies. And we had a big conversation about it. So, yeah, fun times. Fun times. I love that it's probably only going to get worse the older I get. So I just need another little scrap. Hold on, let me grab a scrap of something. I just need a little scrap, just a tiny little one. And of course, when I'm trying to find the smallest one, I can't find it. So I'm just stamping. I'm bringing all the colors. I always like to say that I like to bring the party inside. And that's just a nice way to bring all the colors inside. And look at how nicely they layer. Cynthia says getting lots of steps. Yeah, I was getting lots of steps. Which brings me to my next thing. You know, we were all, yeah, 2-story house sounds great. No, not when you have to climb stairs constantly. No more 2-story houses. That's a whole nother story. So I was so, and I texted her and I was like, remember what we talked about? It only took me 4 times to remember to grab those dies. So embarrassing, you guys. And then I'm just going to pop a little strip. It's a little 3/4 inch strip of DSP to bring in a little more yellow. And then what drove me crazy about the center of these flowers is I did not like that they were plain. And obviously it's the inside of the card, so I can't really put any jewels in them. So I just took my Stampin' Blend and made them sweet sorbet. And that's how you finish the inside of the card beautifully, don't you think? Isn't that pretty? And it just adds like a little something, something. And you can do the same thing with your envelope. But look at how fancy that looks. So let me take a poll. How many of you decorate the inside of your cards regularly? And how many of you don't? I'd love to hear, because I hear from some people that they don't do it enough. And then I hear people that are like, no, I don't send a card without a decorated inside. So I'd love to hear if you do that regularly or not. Oh, I think it's time to change my trimmer blades again. Uh-oh, getting a text message from my friend Erica, who knows I'm doing a Facebook Live right now, but always texts me during my Facebook Live. I love her, but she always texts me during my Facebook Live. All right, so here you go. Look at it side by side, you guys. Let's get that off there. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. My original is done. just so you're aware. But so pretty. Let's look at your comments. I regularly decorate the inside, at least a strip of DSP. Hi, Amy. Should start doing more inside, always. So it's kind of a mixed bag. So some people do it, some people don't. It's a little bit longer. I know it takes a little bit of extra time, but my thought process is I've already got the stamps out, so I might as well just do it. So I'm seeing comments. Decorate mine in the envelope. Cliffy says, text Erica at 2 p.m. Oh, don't worry. I will. I'm going to get her back. No, I'm kidding. I love her to pieces. So there you go. That's our card today, guys. And this layout, just to elaborate. So I love this layout so much. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out too, is you could even put a little bit of liquid glue behind some of these layers too, if you wanted it to be a little more secure. I actually did add, I don't know where my dimensionals went, guys. They're somewhere. But I did add an extra Stampin' Dimensional right here and right here, if you want to make it sturdy. If you don't, that's fine. It's pretty sturdy on its own, but I would just add a couple more dimensionals and maybe a little glue to secure it. But anyway, that's just me and my OCD. And I don't really have OCD, so I don't like to say that. But anywho, so if we love this layout, right, let's take it and make a card for fall. This is a new bundle in the new mini catalog called Autumn Leaves. And look, guys, talk about versatility. Same layout, we just made it for fall in some different colors. And this uses the beautiful new Autumn Leaves stamps and dies and the beautiful paper that goes with it. And if you love this paper, wink, wink, you might be seeing it as part of club next month. Clear my throat. We are doing something really cool with it. So here we go for fall. I did not do the inside of this yet, but same layout. So here you go, guys. I like to try to show you guys just versatility in a layout. I'm a big card sketch person, and I really love like looking at a sketch and then saying, hey, I love that layout. So here is like the exact same layout, and it looks totally different, right? So this color combo is Pretty Peacock, Cajun Craze, and I don't know. What is this? Crumb cake. And there's some early espresso in there too. I can't remember names. So here we go, for a little bit different layout, but nevertheless, here are our projects today. I hope you all love them. And thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys had fun. If you don't have the Darling Details set, give it a look. It's super fun to play with. And I hope you like this card. So again, if you want a project sheet for this, make sure you're signed up for my email list by August 19th, because it'll go out late in the day on August 19th, and you'll get the project sheet for today's card and last week's Rooster card. And I will be back with you guys next Friday. And don't forget, guys, one last reminder in case you joined in late. If you want this month's club for Hey Chuck, 2 more days to register. Registration closes for this, guys, on the 20th. So if you want this or are thinking about it, click the link in the description of the video or here in the comments and check it out. I would love to send you one of these kits. You'll have tons of fun making your projects, I promise. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool out there if it's hot where you are. And I hope you get some fun Stampin' time in this weekend. Have fun, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.